That one, I played the beta already. Screw that. They took the shotguns and they're a heavy weapon now.
Yeah,
they're not
but
a secondary.
I mean, they really weren't meant to be, you know.
PvE.
PvE, yeah.
People love them. I love
like
them in PvE.
PvE, but not during boss fights. Boss fights, you want to have like a sniper rifle or something that can reach out and touch something. You don't want a fucking shotgun.
Right. I always had my sniper, my single fire assault rifles, I forget what they're called, and then the
scout rifle.
Then normally
either
either a rocket launcher.
I'd run
or
scout rifle, sniper rifle, and
right.
rocket launcher.
Halfway to Transcendence.
If it depended on my handgun. Like if I had a decent handgun at the time, I'd run a handgun too. I love the hand cannons in that game.
Seal check.
Yeah, I'm here now. I'm gonna check.
I just like what they're doing with the the supers though. They kind of like refine them a little bit, give you a little
toned them down a little bit. Yeah.
They seem a little bit more interesting than they once were.
They toned them down a little bit too. They're not like ridiculous on mobs like they were, and against PvP they're not so ridiculous either. You don't just have one shot kill everything with them.
Yeah.
You could probably do one more.
The only reason I would use my super was for like to throw out the defender bubble, like hold RB during that strike. To throw out, use that overshield to pick people up.
Any PvP, that overshield was really powerful in PvP too. When you were playing the domination game mode, you just sit on there and they have to come in your shield to fight you. And a lot of times, if you time it right, you just bash them once while in the shield and kill them.
I love doing that.
Kill them.
Destiny 1 though, it's hilarious. And then I would have it to where if they walked in my shield, they would go blind.
I always had the 4 shots with the Hunter Ranger, and I would take your shield out with 3 and destroy you with my final.
Yeah.
It was funny. 3 shots is gone, and last shot you're dead.
I had a couple of Hunter Rangers
people get
try to
pissed
do
off.
that, and they just failed at life.
Well, I was never close enough for you to do anything. You'd have to rocket me or something if you wanted me to stop me from supering on you.
You would super away, like, kind of like, far off of the
play. Right. I'd come around the corner. I'd come around a corner super, and then shoot your ass dead.
Pulling them together, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've had people take my
balls
too, but I kind of.
Did you play when they had 4? Because that wasn't something you started with. You couldn't have 4 right away, I didn't think.
Yeah, I think I had played when they had 4.
Because once someone had 4, man, they 3-shot your thing, and then the last shot would kill you. Wouldn't matter.
Yeah, but they would have to aim those shots. You can't just.
They're highly easy to hit with those. Again.
I hated. Actually, I really hated disliked that super. That was one of the supers I fucking hated the most.
For mobs, I hated it. I didn't like it for PvE, but for PvP, it was the go-to. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get Call of Duty. I'm not gonna buy Destiny though.
I'm not gonna get Call of Duty because they're going spacey with it all over again, over and over and over and over and over.
No, this is World War II.
Battlefield already did that. They went to 1. They're just following in the steps of Battlefield.
Right. That's fine with me. I like the way Call of Duty plays better than I do Battlefield. Who's going down? Who's getting hit?
Hey, snapping.
Oh, Dodge saved your life.
Hey, nice home.
Melt this hoe. Yep. Nice melt.
That was melty.
Where is it?
Yeah.
I didn't really get anything. I got an Arcana kit.
No, I didn't either. We melted the fucking gear.
Melted that shit. Yeah, they.
Geronimo.
I liked playing with them because we would go and
You use the
tackle
dragons?
the dungeons together, and the raids or whatever they call them, and
I'll give it a
Raids.
try.
we would do
Dude,
them.
those raids were so
we would do them
ridiculous.
without looking it up the first time, like the first playthrough.
Yeah, yeah.
We'd go through it without looking
Right.
it up, like paving our own way through there, like trying to figure
Oh,
it
the
out
raid
ourselves.
door.
I always hated playing with certain people because they would go figure it out before I'd get off work or something like that, or whatever, and then I'd get on, and they'd all be trying to tell me what I had to do and stuff, and it drove me nuts.
The group I played with, they're like, "Hey, let's go do this raid." I'm like, "All right," and they're like, "We're gonna go do this blind because we want to, have the." That's.
I like soloing stuff like that. You know, get through like the most of the raids solo. It was always fun.
I didn't like that aspect of what people are trying to do is solo a damn raid. Which
Well, that's their job, right?
most of the raids you can't freaking solo to begin with because there's different aspects of it. The only people that were soloing raids is they were glitching them out. That's not soloing.
No, I'm not talking about glitching like the whole raid. No, I'm talking about whatever you would have to go through, and like there were certain ones where you had to fight certain bosses or whatever, and then you would have to like there's one the darkness solo the darkness part with the ranger one.
Oh my.
That was always fun.
Cleric is just around.
So
Are you talking about PvE?
This one's gonna be fun, right?
No, yeah, PvE. When you go into I forget which raid it was, the Dark King or whatever it was, and then the dungeon had like that dark area to start with. So you're in this dark zone and you have to stay in the light. If you just don't stay in the light, you start taking damage over time, and if you didn't follow the lanterns, you get lost.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about it's the Crota raid. So
That one part.
Yeah.
Right, the Crota raid. Yeah.
It's the one where you got to hit the lights to get all the way up to the bridge and activate the bridge and then go.
Right.
Across. And for Hunter Rangers, it was for hunters it was awesome because they would just go invis and just go and like keep on going invis throughout the whole way up, and then just run their happy ass off because they can run fast as shit. But I mean,
wants to screen.
Yeah, they could. The invis buffs. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
That's what I would do when I got.
That's one thing I didn't see in this one. I didn't see no invis stuff this time.
For the hunters. I didn't even make a hunter. I didn't even try to. All I did was make a titan, and that's what I was pretty much.
Right. Because that's what you play.
I had all the other characters. I just played my titan.
Oh, he's dead. I was all using attacks on him. He was already dead.
Yeah, I just like the Titan more just because its ability.
No, I'm playing my game.
Whoa! What's that?
Yeah, the Titans in PvP were ridiculous sometimes. That bubble. Like I said, it's gonna be mainly
get taken out so quickly.
You hear people
with,
talking about
the Titans going down and ground pounding you with their lightning. Their lightning thing goes through it and it destroys it. There was so many things that can destroy the damn thing. But if somebody didn't have their damn super and they walked in that bitch, they're just calling it to get fucking smacked. I couldn't help but do it.
Right.
And so with Destiny 1, they had this I think it was the fire or the defender build, where if you like smack something and got that buff, there's a point where you could reload quick as shit.
So we are agreed.
Yeah, I think it was defender. But I could get it to where I could get that, smack that, use that in PvE, reload real quick, kill some shit,
So are we down front?
run
on some
around.
crystals?
It'll last quite a while, and then go back, smack something else again, and get that back. It's just like rinse and repeat. I heard for this dungeon they're gonna make the rocks invisible.
What?
Yeah.
They already are, aren't
No.
they?
But they're gonna make the rocks
You
invisible.
know what I mean, though. It feels like that.
No.
Dodge too damn far.
Oh, someone picked me up. Oh, I'm up.
Jax is looking for. Well, no, that's not Jax. That's Sonny. But yeah, it's gonna be a while before we get mod 12, so gonna have something to keep me busy until.
Yeah.
Then. When shit's time gated, you can't really help it.
Right.
Do dailies on my freaking tank, and I'm like, now what am I gonna do?
It's killing time.
Alright, next dungeon
Oh, what's that?
is gonna be
What's that?
the Temple of the Spider.
We're wimpy.
Trash. It's trash.
What's that?
Everybody,
Get out of
everybody
here.
ready for Temple of Spider Master?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yar.
Mm-hmm.
R.
Yar.
Matey.
Yar.
Aye, Captain.
Why is the rum always gone?
Well, if he wasn't drinking it all the damn time, you know.
I'm telling you, right? I did see that new one, but it was a crappy version of it.
Was it that crappy?
Free movies online.
Have
or
you
whatever.
watched Valerian?
Yeah, it wasn't great. No, they got a crappy version of it, so I decided not to watch it.
What, Valerian?
I downloaded it after y'all killed the first group. Yeah, they just have a camera version of it. You don't have the actual HD version yet.
Oh,
On my thing, so I'm not watching it
gotcha.
until the HD comes out. I'm not gonna mess with it.
It was. I like the movie. There's a lot of people that say the movie sucked, but
Who put the combat build on?
you gotta go to fire there for that.
Yeah, did you do it?
No.
I didn't either.
I'm barely learning Trapper. I'm not messing with another one.
You got Trapper down from the way it looks.
Hey, I got my masterwork.
Yeah, I'm
Masterwork 3 on.
getting much better in the last few days on the rotation. But yeah, I tried Trapper first for a couple of hours.
Thanks
and
for
couldn't
that
stand it, to be
fucking
honest.
mirror.
It just
Thank
Or
you.
mail smithing. And then I'll work on it.
Did you die?
I don't even know
No,
which one I took.
I did not
Anybody
die,
ever
but you
says
gave me air.
so consider my-
Oh. Oh, you have your wheel on, don't you?
Yeah.
I forgot you run your
You
wheel.
popped that right in fucking front of me.
Alright.
Asshole.
I wasn't trying to be like that. It just kind of happened.
I think I'm
I
gonna
got
go ahead
kids
and change
distracted
mine
me.
out. Hold on a second if y'all don't mind.
Okay.
You
I'll
do
put on
it.
a lantern.
Yeah, it's so hard to use the wheels together.
Yeah. Like I've barely been using it at all, but you
That
know,
what
it
you
would be
guys
better
do
if I
right
use
now?
an artifact at least, right?
Right.
Mount
The only time I
Power.
was really bothering was in the boss
Who has the
part of
horse?
his room.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
What does that do
Who has
that
the horse?
messes us up or whatever? It's not
Doesn't.
me,
It
but
buffs.
Can I donate?
Okay.
all-
Buff.
Can I donate those?
10% buff.
Don't know if it
Does the
can be
horse give you
It's a
10%
nice
buff?
horse.
oh,
If you have
I'm
A
a
camaraderie
nice
on,
horse.